Hello and welcome to Galaxy News. My name is Nedwang Yamazaka and we'll begin with the headlines. The House of Representatives approves President Tinubu's request to extend the implementation of the capital aspect of the 2023 budget to 31st of December 2024. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, Federal University of Agriculture, now Joseph Saron Tarka University, Makodi chapter, stages a peaceful demonstration to pressure the federal government to honor its 2009 renegotiated draft agreement. And in foreign news, Kenyan police fires tear gas to disperse protesters who turned up to express their anger against the government and mourn people killed in the earlier protest. Details of these and more will come to you shortly. Do stay with us. And on the news in full. The House of Representatives has approved President Tinubu's request to extend implementation of the capital aspect of the 2023 budget to 31st December 2024. The lawmaker also passed another executive bill to extend the 2023 supplementary budget to 31st of December. Correspondent in Abuchi, Okin Abuchi, sent in this report.
Few minutes after the commencement of plenary on Thursday and the introduction of the two bills by the House Leader, Honorable Julius Uhunveri, the House dissolved into an executive session to deliberate on a request from the President to extend the lifespan of the capital component of the 2023 budget and the 2023 supplementary budget to 31st December 2024. The passage of the two bills is to be the third time the lifespan of the capital component of the 2023 budget and the 2023 supplementary budget will be extended.
This is a fairly straightforward request which entails not altering the content of the budget, but essentially the date to allow for effective implementation to the benefit of Nigeria and all Nigerians. That essentially the date be adjusted from 30th June 2024 to 31st December 2024. And like I said, this is to make life easy for everyone to complete the project because we don't want abandoned projects.
This caused a mild drama in the chamber, causing the minority leader of the House, Kingsley China, to argue that while it is legally okay to extend the capital component of the budget, it is morally wrong to have about 4 budgets running simultaneously. Also, former leader of the House, Honorable Alhassan Ado Dogwa, said while the House should approve the President's request and extend the lifespan of the budget, the House needs to pass a message to the Presidency on why they should put their acts together.
We will not just criticize, but profile an alternative, sir. And therefore, we suggest that the House leader steps down this bill, and then we go back to the drawing board. Look at it, all the projects that are contained in 2023 budget and 2023 supplementary budget, we take them over to the 2024 supplementary budget so that we can have just 2 budgets running in the country. That way, we would have achieved everything that we intend to achieve.
You have 2 substantive budgets, 2023 being extended to 31st of December and running them concurrently. You have other supplementary budgets being carried also at the same time, Mr. Speaker. I want to say without any fear of contradiction that they may be legal, but that moral feeling, that moral responsibility, Mr. Speaker, that moral questions will always be raised. Reason why I rise to say so, Mr. Speaker, is for us as a House and an institution, while we have no cause whatsoever to stop it, I will be for it, and I will urge people to be for it.
After the executive session, the Speaker, Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, appealed to members to allow the passage of the extension of the capital component for procurement of items contained in it, which he said are more security-related items.
The House and Committee of Supply considered the report on the bill for an act to amend the Appropriation Act 2023 to further extend the implementation of the capital aspect of the Appropriation Act 2023 from 30 June 2024 to 31st December 2024 and for related matters. And in so doing, we have approved clauses 1 and 2, clause 3 as amended, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill.
Lawmaker expeditiously approved executive bills to enable the federal government to complete critical projects after consideration of the bills at the Committee on Supply chaired by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas.
Senate has extended the Budget Implementation Act 2023 to December 2024. The bill was given an accelerated passage by the lawmakers. With this, the implementation year of the budget has, however, been extended from 30th June 2024 to December 31st, December 2024. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, said the extension of the Supplementary Appropriation Act will enable the government to continue with the ongoing project without any delay. He thanked the lawmakers for their dedication and commitment to national duties at all times. The Chairman Senate Committee on Privatization and Commercialization, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, has appealed to the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor Nyesom Wike to resolve the current political turmoil in the state for the interest of the people. He made a disclosure when he led the Senate Committee on Privatization on a 2-day walk-in visit to the governor after inspecting federal projects in the state. Correspondent Dele Fason completes the story.
Senator Orji Uzor Kalu frowned over what he described as the frequent protests in Rivers State, as Governor Fubara expressed displeasure over why the state is always taken for granted.
In the street of Rivers, everybody is saying that the governor and the former governor are quarreling. These things happen sometimes, but I would like to plead with you and plead also with the former governor that you people should take the interest of your people utmost in your heart. We will also going to, personally, I'm going to plead with Mr. President again to see how he can intervene.
Where on earth can tenure of a local government chairman be elongated? You were a former governor. Was it tried in your time? Even those of you that are senators here, even in your own state, is it that the constitution that governs Nigeria is different from the one that operates in Rivers State? Those are the questions, very pertinent questions we should ask. Why should it be that when it comes to the case of Rivers State, the law is always silent?
Speaking on finding a lasting solution to the crisis, the senator promises audience with the former governor and FCT minister Nyesom Wike, the governor as well as President Bola Tinubu.
No, here looks peaceful, but people going on streets every day, like some of my colleagues when they were coming, a lot of people trying to demonstrate here and there, and the politicians should not take democratic process for granted. We should not derail democracy. We should support democracy, because democracy needs to be supported.
The visit by the senators, which is coming days after some House of Representatives lawmakers also visited the governor, could be seen as one of the many options resolving the political tussle in Rivers State for the betterment of the people. From Rivers State, Dele Fason reporting for Galaxy News.
Academic Staff Union of Universities, Federal University of Agriculture, now Joseph Sarwan Tarka University, Makurdi chapter, have staged a peaceful demonstration to pressure the federal government to honor its 2009 renegotiated draft agreement. Chairman of the union, Comrade Paul Anyaga, who led members to protest the non-implementation of the agreement, listed the perennial issues in the agreement, which include earned academic allowances, university transparency, accountability solutions, funding for the revitalization of public universities, and payment of the withheld salaries and reinstatement of governing council members whose tenure has not elapsed. Anyanga, who regretted that government has refused to address the issue after it promises, noted that lecturers in Nigeria is still the worst paid.
There has not been any demonstration of commitment to these promises. ASUFON consequently resolved to brief the press on the development relating to the refusal of federal government to honor its agreement with ASU, which it willingly signed in 2009. It is to be recalled that the issues which becomes perennial are as follows. 1. Signing and implementation of the renegotiated draft 2009 agreement and academic allowances, university transparency and accountability solution in place of IPPIS.
The Nigeria Labour Congress chairman in Oyo State, Comrade Kayode Martins, and other labour leaders in the state have strongly disapproved the stepping down of the memorandum on the report of the Tripartite Committee on New National Minimum Wage. The labour leaders made their grievances known in Ibadan when Galaxy News correspondent Segun Falomo sought their opinion on the latest move by the federal government. It will be recalled that the Federal Executive Council on Tuesday stepped down the memorandum on the report of the Tripartite Committee. They said it will allow for more consultations between President Bola Tinubu, state governors, local government authorities and the private sector. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the Council deferred acting on the memo given that the federal government is not the sole stakeholders on the national minimum wage issues.
The committee is set up. The question we need to ask ourselves is, what has the committee been doing? The governors, the local government, all the stakeholders they were members of the committee. Now you are saying you want to reach out to them. For what? So I wouldn't know. I take it as a delay tactics. They are not serious with this negotiation at all. It's obvious they have nothing good for the masses, for the workers.
The Nigerian government is not committed to an improvement in the life of Nigerian working people. And so it is high time the leadership of Nigerian Labour Congress, especially at the national level, begins to recognize this and commence immediate mobilizations of their members, because it is only the mobilized Nigeria in struggle, in agitation, that can compel this government even to approve even 60,000 naira, let alone 250,000 naira.
How long did it take the presidency and the National Assembly to sort out the issue of the new national anthem? How many weeks does it take them? So if they are really sincere, it is when it comes to the workers or the downtrodden, the masses of this country, that they keep dilly-dallying. If they are really sincere about it, there has been enough room for consultation, especially when it comes to university matters. We are talking about an agreement that was reached with us in 2009 that was due to be renegotiated in 2012. Up till this moment, successive government has not deemed fit to conclude that renegotiation.
You're still on to Galaxy News. We'll quickly take a break and when we return, the news continues. Just stay with us. For more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect with us on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTVNews. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. You can also avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. If you have breaking news around you, simply share a story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 018-666-669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comment. The Defense Headquarters has said the troops of the Nigerian military have neutralized 2,245 terrorists, apprehended 3,682 suspected terrorists, and rescued 1,993 kidnapped hostages between April and June 2024. Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made a disclosure while at the quarterly briefing of the various activities of the military and other security agencies held at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja on Thursday. He noted that troops recovered 1,169 AK-47 rifles, 36,273 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, 14,764 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO, 713 assorted arms, and 9,850 assorted ammunition. He added that troops of the South-South region recovered and destroyed over 9 million liters of stolen crude oil, 2 million liters of illegally refined AGO, 29,900 liters of DPK, and 31,380 liters of PMS, denying oil theft of an estimated sum of over 10 billion naira within the period under review.
It might interest you to know that in the second quarter of this year, troops neutralized 2,245 terrorists, arrested 3,682 suspects and other criminal elements.
The Commissioner of Police, Kaduna State Command, CP Ali Dabigi, while addressing members of the press on Thursday, highlighted the significant achievements of the Kaduna State Police Command over the past 2 months. CP Dabigi says over 1,000 suspected criminals have been arrested in relation to different crimes, including armed banditry, kidnapping, theft, car snatching, cybersecurity specialists, among others. He acknowledged a crucial role played by sister security agencies, traditional institutions and stakeholders in Kaduna State, while emphasizing that the dedication and teamwork of personnel under his command has been vital in the joint operations and successes achieved.
And 85 suspects that are connected with phone snatching were arrested in the period. 5 AK-47 rifles recovered. 7 locally made arms recovered. 1,817 rounds of live ammunition recovered.
Some victims who suffered from the hands of the suspected criminals narrated their ordeal.
He came to my shop that he wants to withdraw. In the process of withdrawing, he picked my bag. He showed me, he put on army clothes, he picked my bag and money inside, and my item was worth 800,000. He put on soldier clothes, so I was scared and I left the bag for him without argument. I didn't see him with any arm. I went to state CID and they tracked and his number, because it's like customer that came to my shop, so I have his number. So when they arrest him, they called me.
He came to my shop. I run a POS shop. I do POS. So he came to in Sabo. He came to my shop that he wants to withdraw with army uniform. So when I turned back, I carry my bag, I carry my POS. I wanted to withdraw for him. He now removed knife that I should give him my bag that is with money inside. I should give him my bag. I refused. I was dragging. He now removed the knife. He wanted to choke me the knife and now scream. I shout, "Thief, oh, help me, help me!" Before one man now came and rescued me.
Benue State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has intensified efforts to discourage drug abusers, addicts, and all those intending to engage in illicit drug activities to desist from it, stating the dangers and consequences arising from drug abuse poses danger to self and society. The command, during its sensitization walk to mark World International Day Against Drug Abuse in Makurdi, says over 200 persons have been arrested across the state for the abuse of various drugs. The Road Walk on War Against Drug Abuse, which started from the state command across major streets, is to inform the public on the level of damage drug abuse has done in society and the need for Nigerians to stay away.
Not a hidden fact that the menace of drug abuse, trafficking and consumption is a plague that affects every group in the society. We are all aware of the current crisis of insecurity such as banditry, kidnapping, terrorism, etc., bedeviling our country today.
And now move over to the foreign desk for more news.
Hello and welcome to the foreign news. Kenyan police have fired tear gas to disperse protesters in the capital Nairobi who have turned up to express their anger against the government and mourn people killed in their earlier protest. Security forces, including the military, have been heavily deployed and roads are blocked around key buildings in the city. This comes 2 days after 22 people reportedly lost their lives in protest against tax hikes, which saw part of parliament set alight. The next day, President William Ruto bowed to pressure and said he would withdraw the finance bill containing the unpopular tax proposal. Demonstrators have vowed to gather again in Nairobi city centre to mourn those killed. Some have been demanding the president's resignation, but the turnout in the capital on Thursday has been much lower than in the previous protests when people stormed parliament. Groups of protesters have been trying to enter the city centre, but most have been repelled by the police. Ahead of the protest, some had vowed to march to the president's official residence, State House, but prominent people linked to the protest warned against this because of the risk of further violence. Roads leading to State House have been blocked, with officers turning away some motorists and pedestrians. Early on Thursday, local TV stations showed empty streets in the central business district, with many security forces on patrol. There have also been protests in towns around the country. In Mombasa, Kenya's second biggest city, large crowds turned out chanting "Ruto must go," with businesses having to close because of some looting and stone throwing.
And that's all we have on Galaxy News. Thank you so much for being a part of the news. My name is Nenwarang Yamazaka. Do join us by 9 p.m. for more news. Goodbye.
One of the greatest mixed martial artists of Africa returns to the World Sports Betting Arena to face his biggest challenge yet.